Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4, the New Order, Last Days of Europe, with me, Alpha Omega, and Empire of Japan. So we are getting more and more involved in the newly erupting conflict in Africa and Saudi Arabia and the surrounding, basically in Arabia or the Middle East. We'll see how much it spreads. I don't know if it's scripted for all of the countries, but so far we've seen it erupt from Egypt to Iraq to Oman and to Yemen. So we'll see if it encompasses a bit more of the territory. Or I don't know if Iran can erupt into something like that, or I don't know. Wait, what's the Egypt here? Okay. So this is... okay, so Egypt encompassed Sudan here. I didn't even notice that. Iraq collapses into civil war. In yet another example of the startling rise of instability across the Middle East, it appears that the Republic of Iraq, a longtime Italian ally in the region, fallen into civil war. The nation's government had been steadily eroding ever since the assassination of its president, Abd al-Karim Qasim. Curiously, while the Iraqi wing of the Pan-Arab Ba'ath Party leads the insurrection against the Italian emergency government, the position of the rest of the Iraq parties is unclear. Some, particularly those oppressed by Qasim's administration, have taken up arms in a bid for an Iraq of their own. Others have remained officially neutral for the moment, even as quiet negotiations are reported to have taken place with Italian representatives. However, the winner of this new round of conflict, it seems likely that it will not be the Iraqi people. Already, heavy casualties are reported as all parties rapidly mobilize. Well, okay, so Muslim Brotherhoods will allow our units to come. I think we've sent all of them. So Iraq is the Islamic Republic of Iraq. Yeah, okay, so we're waiting for you. Here we go. So good. When it comes to research, I looked and we can get the integrated circuit computing or the low noise amplification, and I'm gonna make an exception and go over the low noise amplification first, because this one gives us advanced radio, defense 45%, breakthrough plus 30, and air detection plus 5, allowing for better transmission of our signals, alongside the added bonus of being able to listen on our enemies. Low noise amplification will revolutionize the field of radio wave communication. So let's get that one. I'm pretty sure we're jumping straight into the fall of Middle East. So all of our units are now on the way. Outdated equipment. Oh, okay, so we're producing all the artillery. I forgot to switch the basic artillery to advanced artillery. And we'll need way more factories for that. Can we get enough of you? Enough of you. Enough of you. Enough of you. And that's it. Okay. 2 per day. So 20. We're gonna get to about 6 per day. That's actually pretty decent. Karam is still growing nicely. Azania Liberation Front. No, Anyanya declared war on the Azanian Liberation Front. What? Oh, hello. Okay, Sudan. Okay, so here we go. IJN destroyer sunk off Yemen. News shot to and from military outposts across the Indian Ocean until it finally struck Tokyo's transmitters today. The buzzing receiver choked out reports of an incident in the Gulf of Aden. Military command gathered around the young communications officer handing the radio equipment, sitting and leaning on nearby furniture to brace for possible news of another confrontation with Germania and Washington. The cracked... Okay. The cracked buzz could barely be heard over the panicked grumbles of present officers and admirals in that sweaty command center. Okay, here we are. In that sweaty command center, the young communications officer fiddled with knobs and whispers, feeling the pressing gaze of his superiors from behind. Broken words and gritty radio signals had come to piece together the news. An IJN destroyer has been sunk off the coast of Yemen, a site of recent political instability and revolutionary upheaval. Some of the officers gripped their jaw, burdened with dooming thoughts of confrontation, and others leapt from their slouched positions to ease their sudden piercing tension. Clenched jaws and sweaty brows covered the room in a dread, only intensifying with reports of chaos and destruction now demanding Japanese involvement in the burning rage tearing apart the Middle East. Okay, so our units arrived down here into this port. Okay, I think we... What's going on? Organization 0? How can you have Organization 0? Max organization is 81. Okay, they arrived and they need to regain their organization. What's up with you? 0. Okay, 3. Let's leave it to 10. Okay, now let's attack. And we're doing good. Yeah, this division has nothing on us. So you guys will continue regaining that. Okay, Muslim units. Well, our units arrived to the Muslim border. I'm gonna read the oil crisis soon, don't you worry, but that's gonna trigger a ton of things for us, so... Ah, okay, so you're here in Hurghada. I think we should... Quite honestly, if they are over here, putting these areas... Pursuit. Marsama through Minya, Kena, Luxor, Pursuit. So, with a bit of a chance, if we sweep this territory and move northwards, do we have? Tamitia is 10. This one is 5. Hurghada is 1. Okay, that's not good. If these guys lose, we're gonna be in deep trouble. But there isn't much of a choice here, is there? Okay. So we can consider this one done. 12 days. 12 days, my friends. That's how much we have. Okay, moving up north. Okay, and our units arrived to the Islamic Republic over here. Organization. Okay, so we're gonna attack here. I'm gonna try to push down a little bit more territory here and push against Kuwait City. Oh, okay, that's actually. So one of you can attack here. From crisis to crisis. Oh, great. Oh, great. This is the crisis. Okay, so let's read the oil crisis. Oil crisis erupts. Following the breakout of several conflicts in the Middle East and the death of Chairman Enrico Mattei, the stocks of Eni, Italy's most prominent oil company, have fallen immensely. Due to Italy's role as a major player in the world trade, the panic has spread in waves across global markets and the price of oil has shot up. Oil has played a crucial part in the global conflict between Germany, Japan, and America, being the most valuable resource in transportation and warfare. With the outbreak of conflict and the need for oil becoming immense, the powers of the world once more eye the region of festering conflict with great interest, looking to support whichever faction, nation, or leader that will allow for economic footholds. It seems that a new battleground has been placed upon the world stage, one which will change the face of the Middle Eastern geopolitics forever. Nothing good can come out of this. The oil crisis. People do not want words, they want the sound of battle, the battle of destiny. Black gold, red sand. So we have 19th of November, and this one lowers political power by 100. Public gain-based stability minus 10. Public approval decreases by 10. Support in the House of Peers drops by 20. So we're gonna drop to 39. Okay, so we can't even take it now, because if we do, then the bill in the diet is gonna fail. And we're not gonna have enough for this one. So we're gonna lose additional, so 20. So we'll drop to 19. That's amazing. Great job, game. So we're gonna start preparing by launching the propaganda now. So okay, that's gonna be 22. And what else? Inflation will increase by 4%, GDP growth will decrease by 3, so there's a write-off of 7, and V flat lose 4.5. Oh, and the real GDP growth already decreased. So yeah, we're gonna drop to a negative 1.2%. Great. Awesome. So wait, let's read this one first, because I'm gonna let it auto-accept it, as we cannot accept it now because of the bill. And we conclude our reporting with some breaking news from our correspondent in Riyadh. As Egypt is next to fall in chaos, the Saudi government has formally condemned the insurrection and intends to take all measures necessary to restore order on the border. This only leaves the question: turn down the volume, one man grunted without bothering to turn his head from the corporate meeting. Now that every country in the Middle East has fallen into chaos, it is only a question of when our strategic oil reserves will dry up. This chart here shows our over-reliance on those slimy Italians and the damned colonies they can't be bothered to keep in line. He paused for a moment, composing himself. His frustration was visible, yet all in the room shared the same feeling. Negligence on their part had made business in the sphere vulnerable, because they all had taken oil for granted. This could be even worse than the Yasuda crisis, one associate interjected gloomily, speaking the minds of all in the room. Our situation is extremely precarious, and we need to look for other oil markets as soon as possible if we do not want to be plowing the earth by ourselves next year. I only wonder. Order! Order! There will be order! The call to calm was drowned in shouts of anger and cries of defiance, and the bang of the gavel followed suit. The Diet was in complete chaos. When its members heard the news, some muttered resentfully against the government's recklessness. Others, more daring, had publicly expressed their disapproval of the imperial policies regarding oil. How could something so precious, absolutely vital to every part of modern life, be taken for granted? There were accusations of naivety, of incompetence, of treason against the emperor. It was when a brazen fellow spoke of a vote of no confidence that the speaker decided he had had enough. The Diet was evacuated by force, leaving a few collected representatives to ponder on the situation, calmly seated as if nothing had happened. One collective question was raised across all those minds. What will Tokyo do? Well, Tokyo's not gonna do anything right now. We're gonna focus on the conflicts first, but considering Sudan has collapsed, can we... Oh yes, we can support you guys. But we don't have any volunteers. Okay, thinking about this, what terrain is here? Desert, desert. Mountains, desert. Okay, so it's plains, mostly plains, which leads me to believe that sending the Senshadai 5 and Senshadai 25 could be a good idea. General Arao Okikatsu can take command of this, and we're gonna turn them hastily into the 4th IJA Expeditionary Force. You're not really someone I would choose, but your time has come. So I'll send you over here. It's better than not supporting them at all. Cool. So you guys are advancing. You guys are advancing. Okay, wait. Oh, and the 4th one is over. Oh, great! There's a German enemy force over here. 2 of them actually. Great. That is just wonderful. So let's attack them again. You know what? No, we're gonna make this. Let's give them a little bit more time to prepare before we push. Okay, you're moving here. You can attack. Actually, you can attack this way directed. There's no point in doing this. Kuwait is gonna fall. You can take Sohag. You can take Minya. You're gonna go to Kenna. And then Luxor. So both of those cities, they each have their own charm. Okay, now attack. And it ought to be, yep, fairly good. Okay. So we're successful in here, but the situation in Oman seems to be rather bad. Come on, take it. Take it before they push us from here. Come on, take it, take it, take it. Yes! No, we didn't take it. God damn it. Americans took it. Okay. 1917 depth charges have been taken and researched. So who are we at war with? Malachi. Okay, so you're fighting them over here. So is that a... No, I don't know what that is. Send you over there and we're gonna push you towards Dongola. Okay, now we've took it. I think we've just secured that this conflict will not crumble around us. We just need to make sure that we will not be too hard pressed. Which we are. Well, it really depends. Oh god, this is a bad situation. You're taking a job. Okay, you've taken Luxor, you can attack further. You've taken Asyut. And none of us has been lost, so all those units have been eliminated. Okay, so we finished advanced transport highway, the military infrastructure, which gave us a little bit of GDP and support. What little they know, the thrum and shiver of the paver as the crushed the thrum and shiver of the paver as it crushed the road below it, laying trails of dark asphalt and concrete, made its way to Takeyama's post. It was a hot summer day, and the sun was out in full force. Far ahead rose the whitish dust and silhouettes of men bending their backs to construct the foundation for a road. Faint shouting formed an undercurrent to the din. Takeyama was sweating under his uniform, enough to drench his shirt slightly. Prime Minister Ikeda's government has approved funding for more military infrastructure. The whistle of the train engine brought Takeyama's attention to a brand new railway leading to his posting. He regarded it favorably. The government was acting in patriotic interests. Takeyama gave the men working on the road and infrastructure some spare cigarettes, and his eyes turned to the rising clouds of dust and the figures of men toiling under the baking sun. So we get support from these guys. I'm gonna wait for the national focus for a bit. We finished the transport heli, now let's go with the attack heli. And we finished with the mortars. And even the destroyers. Okay. So do you want to get a better carrier? Or a better submarine? I think the better submarine is a good idea. The 70s saw a relatively full... the 70s saw a relative full... relative lull in submarine development as technological focus shifted to SLBMs. However, the drive to carry more powerful and longer-range missiles did lead to many submarines in the era being retrofitted or upgraded. Okay. So we can now get better... Yes, the helicopters. Again, we lost a ton of production units. Let's focus on that. We're gonna look at national focus soon. We have what, 3 days? 3 days to that is taken. The bill into that is gonna be accepted next. Okay, so you guys are taking Kuwait and okay, so Republic of Iraq, we have a chance. Here we also have a chance. In Sudan, okay, our units have been pushed back by the Germans. Okay, so now we're gonna attack. But I'm really worried about the situation in here. This is just there. Yeah, look at that. So bill passed in the Diet. Good. It's gonna take 20 days before we can do that. Yeah, we're gonna get eliminated here. There literally is nothing I can do with that. Okay, we might even get eliminated, like properly eliminated, if we don't do something here. Okay, repel this. Attack these guys. I'm not giving up yet, but this is a really terrible situation we've been thrown into. Okay, I've taken the job. I'll take this area. You're not at war with these. Yep, you're not. Okay. So that's Iraq. In Egypt, we need to take Aswan. Okay, you're pushing these guys out. That's good. So here we've given orders. Here we've given orders. Okay, here our tanks are fighting. 200, 300. Yeah, the units are better than ours. It's gonna be a first for us, but we have to keep that in mind. The Oldberg sinks. We gained a little bit of approval. Okay, we're gonna lose political power here. Primary reforms. Don't really need that one. Shinkanzens are gonna come. The Oldberg sinks. To His Excellency Prime Minister Ikeda Masanosuke, my name is Yoshigutsu Sawashiro, and I am from Kochi Prefecture. Before moving to Osaka as a salaryman, I have spent many of my years hard at work providing for myself, then wife, then 4 wonderful children. We now live just outside the city. While the world around me has changed very much, I would find that my job did not. I love my company, and I'm still friends with many there, even as some moved up or are fired. I feared that I would not see out my last years, still confined to the office buildings, where I have watched the schoolboys ride their bicycles, then take the train to work here. And as such, I cannot appraise your work, Ikeda, for you have allowed this old man to spend his aging years with his family, to rest easy on those cold rainy days, and not to worry about company deadlines before my own passing. With much love and appreciation, Yoshigutsu Sawashiro. Okay. So we're moving there. If we can't take that area, I can launch another attack, or we can move to Muscat. That's also an option. Jesus, I don't like that one. Okay, let's do it this way. Oh, or not. Because that is an Italian Marine Division. We'll need a little bit more oomph for that. So let's go this way. Okay, it's 1st of December. We actually had our economy grow a little. The deficit is increased even more. And there we go. The sun shall not set. Okay, so we didn't lose our original focus tree. Just have a new one here. Rabbit the diet. 50 political support. Support in the House of Peers increases. Policy effectiveness. We get a vent and we get support from everyone except the technocrats. It's actually funny. Keep the black gold. That helps with the GDP. Yeah, everything here gives us support. And this lowers inflation. Decreases business taxes even further. But just a little bit more and we are going to get back to growth. So rabbit the diet. All of Japan must stand together to face this unfortunate crisis. And our noble diet must be the one must be the face of these efforts. We will work together with all other major factions of the Diet to ensure a unified response to a smooth path to recovery. Okay, so we lost more production units here. But it's not as dramatic. I remember in other areas it was way worse. Taksim ally. That's Saudi Arabia attacking us over here. Okay, we need to go and support our units over there. We can let them fight it out among themselves. Egypt has defeated the Muslim Brotherhood in war. How? Well, we did our best, and it wasn't enough, obviously, so... Go this way, and then I'll meet up over there. These are probably the hardest conflicts that I've had here as of yet. Can we defeat these guys? Yeah, we can easily. We need to get to the north and get a better... They can fight among themselves, I don't mind. Fight as much as you want. Okay, so we have... Good. Okay, we can push here. Yeah, we need to make sure that... I've been neglecting the south for a while now. Okay. So you guys fight over here. Well, we're done here. So that leaves just a bunch of areas. The Mano campaign. Okay, I think that's a good one to leave for the next episode. So these, I think Iraq is fairly secure, and if we push heavily in Sudan, the same thing can happen here. We could even maybe encircle some of these enemies, but we'll have to be very careful. And Oman is hanging by a thread. We'll see if we can take Muscat. If we can move our units all the way up to the north and take that port, we are golden. Because there are some units over here. They're being eliminated though. This is not good. Oman will probably fall. Anyway, thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one.